Pluckers, welcome back to Public Hair with Plucked. We have such a treat today. I am so excited to be chatting to Angela Nica Sullen today. I first saw Angela in Brown Skin Girl at the Griffin Theatre last year. She's absolutely brilliant and she's agreed to have a little bit of a chat to us about her hair. Strap yourselves in, guys, it's going to be a good one. What's your name?
My name is Angela Nica Sullen.
What are you having for lunch?
I had an egg salad sandwich.
You beauty.
You know, that's a question to ask, isn't it, really? It's because we have a different hair texture, first of all. I mean, you can kind of see that, like, boom. There's a lot of curls. We used to put it in braids, get the finite curls, the whole process. But then that also comes like historically as well too with our hair. It's always been viewed as unkept or unruly, or even when you see people with locks, call them dreads. So it's something that's dirty, that's not quite beautiful. Always put a relaxer through your hair, so to make it straight, make it seem white. Because our standard of beauty comes from a white lens and a white perspective. 4 years back, before the real that natural hair movement, people just think like, if I always had my hair curly or natural, that it wasn't beautiful, or it meant that I was unprofessional. And let me say it can, because I'm being a receptionist.
Check her out.
Boom, boom, boom with this car.
Professional, you know she's legit.
A weave. Okay, so like you go into an African hair store and you see like the tracts of hair, and people will cornrow them into like a particular pattern and sew that hair in. So it's like a protective hairstyle. It means that you don't have to do all that like straightening and stuff. So the hair is just naturally there. So you'll have a lot of people that will have a weave put in. Sometimes they'll put like part of their natural hair so that it looks even more like it's theirs. And then braids, obviously, like you can add hair to that as well too, to give it the length, to give it the extensions. But yeah, that's what a weave is. It's literally something that you wear. It's woven into your hair. It has changed vastly, because even though as a child I really loved having my hair natural, because I didn't like sitting down to having to get my braids done, because that's a process. You are told that your hair, as you have it, is not beautiful. So we're always putting relaxers in our hair. It's some heavy stuff. You can check out Good Hair by Chris Rock. That might like answer a lot of people's questions. But you putting this chemical in your hair that literally a lot of like black people will understand, like it will burn your scalp. You can feel that burn. You're sitting there going, okay, when can I take this like off my head? Sometimes it would leave me with sores on my head, just to like have that really nice straight hair, so that when it's put into a pigtails, or it just looks really nice and smooth, and that my kink is no longer visible. And I would say probably about 3 years ago, I just decided no more chemicals. And it's been the best decision I've ever made. When I made that decision, that's when I think the process of my own self-love started to happen. So I went from always in this confusion of loving and hating myself, or hating and wanting to be something else, and looking at the other, then looking at the mirror going, that's me. I love you and I love this hair. Nappy hair. Okay, so when people would say like gollywog hair or steel wool, right, where it's that really mesh, what you're talking about is the texture, where it's like very tight, coiled and meshed, right? That's what people mean by nappy hair. That means it's unkept, it's unruly, right? So you got nappy hair, you're not well kept, you're not well looked after. And don't ask to touch it. First of all, this is my body. This is my personal space, okay? What usually happens for me is somebody, and this happens across the board, will just grab, go in, or having a conversation, and they'll just be like, yeah, so how about them jets? Hands come straight in. So sometimes I won't even know how to interpret that response or even stop that from happening. Sometimes I don't think about me being a black woman or being a brown person or being just anything else but Angela in the space having a conversation, and having that happen really breaks my peace. I think that's the best way I can say it. If you want to touch it, ask. But sometimes don't lead with that question. Ask how I'm going, lead into it, and if we're vibing, then ask that question. Don't ever ask a person of color, a black woman, if their hair is this. When people put a weave in, that means they're putting another person's hair. But if you buy the hair, it's yours. It's like clothing. It may come from H&M, but it now is yours because you purchased it with your hard-earned money. Just do you. And if you don't want to do you, you don't do you. But just do you, keep your shit to yourself. That's it. Have your hair, have no hair. Have little bits of hair, I don't care. You do it.
To sum up for our pluckers back home, Angela, the big question, bald or bushy?
Bushy or bald, which one will she choose in between? Because my nun can't make out what she wants to do. She's taking her sweet time trying to grow it all out.